All right, so back in the basement. Missed the show last time because I was camping. Welcome to the Superpilotish channel. My name is Graham Wilson, and today in my nice cozy basement, I'm going to be going over five Superpilotish five. I like those fives. Five tips for camping. I don't know. My eyes look a little dark here. I'm looking a bit sinister. Maybe I'll go for the Gilligan look there. That's a little better. Okay. Yeah, so I went camping. Sorry guys if I missed you guys missed the show last Wednesday because it was like I've had it all planned out. I got my phone, I got my little mic. I was gonna do like kind of a walk around in the provincial park, and the reception was really bad. So it was just like my live stream was cutting in and out, and I was like, this sucks. It's like, all right, so much for that. Back to the campsite, cook up a burger, something like that. But yeah, so I was at Wheatley Provincial Park, which is it's the closest provincial park to where I live here in Windsor, Ontario. It's about a 1 hour drive away. Nice little place, deciduous forest, no pine trees in there, so that's a little different for Canada. And yeah, let's get to the five camping tips. Okay, so like I told you before, I will bring out the whiteboard. We got the five camping tips. Number one, don't count on good phone reception. Like, I mean, you could get text and calls and stuff like that. And I'm not a huge cell phone guy, but if you ever wanted to use that technology, like say, oh, I'm just going to go work from a provincial park, you might not have like consistent video streaming quality. Oh, hey, Wrench. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, so it was yeah, the phone reception was spotty there. So if you wanted to do a Zoom call, it would cut out with your boss. It's like, okay, you got to kind of find out before you go someplace to see if it has good, cell phone reception. And the thing is, or for data, for your tech, or call up Elon and tell him to send you some Starlink. That might work too. I don't know how well that works, but yeah, so phone reception, so that's one of the things. So I got my tips. Actually, my five camping tips. It's kind of like some good, some bad. And I figured I'd kind of do a little review of the camping, because every time you go camping, oh, hey, Travis. Yeah, so okay, I see your comment there, Travis. Might get to it later. But yeah, so this other thing here, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So I'm going to be telling you some things that were kind of good, some things were kind of bad. And every time you go camping, you learn something just a little bit more. It's kind of like anything you're doing. The more you do it, the better you get. So learning how to fly an airplane, learning how to be a machinist, learning how to go camping, you find a few little tips and tricks and things like that, and eventually you got this great big knowledge base, and now you're the expert. So so here we go. Let's talk about this cool, I don't even know what it's called, but it was really awesome. Okay, I'll show it to you. Okay, there's this kind of torch slash lighter thing, and I have no idea what the name of it is. My neighbor bought it for me, just like, hey, I saw this and I bought like three or something. So, anyways, this is good for lighting your barbecue at home, and it's just kind of I don't know, you fill it up with butane down here. You got to go to, I don't know, your hardware store, get some butane, you fill it up. And this thing was like really awesome for starting the fire. So way better than if you're using, like, trying to use like wood matches. You burn your hand. And then if you got like a lighter, click, click, click. If it's wet, it doesn't work, and then you burn your thumb and stuff. This thing here is pretty wild. Like, okay, it's got a safety lock on there. Yeah, so you just hit this thing here. That's the lock is on, lock is off, and it makes a gigantic flame if you want. I'm going to turn this down so I don't burn my house down, but it's like, this is wild. Yeah, you hear that? Now that's a flame. Well, maybe I should go for the monster flame. Let's see how that is. And then, so like if you're lighting your fire, you can get right in there. You're a little bit further away, and it just blows so much air in there too that, like, instead of you're blowing it and trying to wave it with like a, I don't know, an old beer case or something. You're trying to get the fire going. You just give it one of these bad boys. Yeah, and then it's like that'll really get it going. Yeah, that's the maximum setting there. I don't know if you can see that. Sounds like a jet. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's sweet. Nothing on fire. I got a fire extinguisher over there if I need it. But yeah, so that's a pretty cool little thing that my neighbor got me. And I don't know what it is. This is what it looks like. Okay. And then there's like a little on the back. There's an adjustment. This is I don't know if it's like plastic made to look like carbon fiber, or if it's actual carbon fiber. I have a feeling it's just Chinese plastic that's made to look like carbon fiber. But this is metal. That's I guess it's probably some. I don't think it's aluminum. I guess it's probably steel. Don't know. I could stick a magnet to it. But anyways, it feels pretty robust. And will it break? I don't know, but it was awesome for starting the fire. So whatever that is, get one of those. I saw like a picture on. Actually, the Google has that thing where you take a picture of it and then it'll tell you what it is. All right, Google, take a picture of it. Click. All right, so there's that little tip. That little torch lighter thing. That's I'm going to be keeping that with my camping stuff for a long time. Another thing I figured out. You'll notice behind me. Okay. It's probably common sense to bring a bottle of water if you go camping or something. But I've never actually done this before. I kind of figured it out. So say you got yourself your 2 liter bottle of water. Okay. And you get it, or well, you get your 2 liter, whatever you could, this, I took the label off of it. If it was whatever soft drink you get in that pop soda, wherever you are, whatever you call it. Yeah. So find one lying around, and then you fill it up with water about like that, because remember, ice expands when it freezes. Throw it in your freezer like that, freeze it all up solid. Then when you throw this into your if you throw it into your, say you got a cooler that's full of beverages, stick that on the bottom, on the side like that. Now, mind you, it won't drip because it's frozen, and you're in a cooler, so it's kind of waterproof. And we had this frozen. It stayed frozen for like 3 days, right at the very bottom of the cooler. And we were kind of adding a little bit of ice to it too, like a bag of ice here, bag of ice there. But this stayed frozen solid for a long time. So I guess it's kind of the equivalent of if you're buying a block of ice versus ice cubes. The so this is instead of buying a block of ice, which might cost you what, $3, $4, $5, this is basically free. So I like that price. Free is always a good price. So if you can even get a couple of those. We started doing that last year or the year before, just experimenting with that and put it in with our food cooler. Because if you have ice in your food cooler, it makes your food can get all mushy and drippy and stuff, but that way the water stays, it's cold. And I guess you could buy like freezer packs or something like that too, but I like the I like the idea of free rather than spending. I don't know, something, but then that gives me money to go blow it on stupid stuff, so whatever. Okay, so our next little camping tip, number 4. We were experimenting again with some new food type. Yep. Bacon burgers. Yeah, so we bought some pre-made bacon burger patties. Usually when we go out there, we go to, well, before it used to be called Cottam Cold Storage. This is little town called Cottam, Cottam. So there used to be a place called Cottam Cold Storage, and it was a butcher shop, so you can get your burgers, steaks, sausages, whatever you want there. And then those people, they retired, sold the business to some other people that live around the neighborhood family, the Zaccanini family. And so they're out there, and they still make very good frozen, like nicely shaped burger patties that, like, I've tried making burger patties myself, and then squish them all out and keep them camping, but then they always fall apart. So it's like if you get the pre-made frozen kind of burger patties, they stick together nicely. We tried out their bacon burgers. Okay, so taste great. Of course, it's got bacon, right? Anything with bacon's awesome. They were a little more expensive because it's got bacon, maybe a little smaller, and I think they might have shrunk a little bit more than the regular all beef patties because it's got bacon and all that fat drips out and stuff. But very tasty, little pricey. I don't know. I would say kind of decadent. We'll say that. So bacon burgers. That's kind of a maybe, but we did experiment with it. Was not let down. So let down by phone reception, not let down, not let down, not let down. Overall, very positive. Okay. But we're going to get let down again here because we experimented with something else. Okay. Lots of room here to write. I'm surprised. Okay. We had no choice. We went to, there's a grocery store chain here in Canada called Food Basics. Okay, so it's kind of like you got your good grocery store, then you go to the ghetto grocery store. That's where I shop. It's cheaper, same stuff. But anyways, we got like kind of like the no name brand, generic company brand. It's called Selection. The Selection relish. It's not like Bix or Heinz or I don't know whatever who else makes relish, but that's the only kind they had in the little upside down squeezy bottle things. That sucked. Like that relish sucks, man. Like that's a horrible container. That relish is like what a waste of money. Like I came home and I threw it in the garbage. I'm not eating this junk. Like Selection relish totally sucks. Okay. Got ripped off on that one. I couldn't believe it. Like we were trying to put it out, like squish it on. It's got one of those ones, like caps. You kind of keep it so it's upside down. Everything settles to the bottom of it, right? You pick it up, open the cap, give it a squeeze, and it should shoot out, right? But like all it was doing is shooting out all this juice all over, like this relish, slimy relish juice all over the burgers. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then like it wouldn't even come out no matter how you squeeze it. And then when you do, it comes out like blasted all over your hamburger. Like it's just like, okay, Selection relish. I have nothing good to say about it. Don't waste your money. Piece of junk. Okay. So, but overall, so we got let down by my phone reception, but I didn't really know what was going on. That was an experiment. Torchlighter was awesome. Bottle of water experiment was good. Bacon burgers were tasty. Selection relish sucks. So we got like about 3 out of 5 there. 60%. That's just barely a C, I think. So passing grade for camping. Better than a fail. So, oh, hey, Shecky, I see you in here too. Yeah, so, okay, yeah, next time I have to do a little bit of planning beforehand to get the good relish if I want it or something. Make my own relish. Who knows? Chop some pickles up. Okay, so that's the camping tips. And yeah, sorry guys, I couldn't make it last Wednesday because it was just, it was like, hey, I got reception. Oh, no, I don't. And then I started talking, walking around, and then it's like my phone is telling me you're disconnected. Do you want to reconnect? Yes. And so it was just not that great. So if don't go to Wheatley Provincial Park if you want to work online. Okay, put that away there. Okay, so yeah, let's do look at some comments and stuff like that. Okay, here we go. Was it quiet? I find camping out of earshot of highway is hard. Actually was pretty quiet. You could hear because it's right on Lake Erie. So at night you can hear the waves on the beach kind of coming in. It's almost like it's like camping by the ocean kind of. and the highway that is by there, it's not a really busy highway, and if there are any trucks or anything going down there, it'd be mostly during the daytime. But yeah, it's sometimes it is kind of hard, Oh, here I am in nature, and then you hear someone laying on the Jake brake. It's like, yeah, that's you are correct, Wrench. You gotta be careful where you camp, I guess. Okay, what else we got here? And all right, I'm glad I made you a happy camper there, Daniel. Same goes here. Okay. Okay, Travis has a very important question here. Any tips for keeping meth heads out of your garage? I don't know what to tell you, man. Yeah, Travis is one of my neighbors here, and he found a meth head in his garage. So he called the police and stuff like that. And it's like, that guy? Oh, yeah, I know that meth head. It's just like, yeah, man. It's like, what's this world coming to? Yeah. And then I won't get into exactly what Travis did with the meth head and stuff like that. Let's just say he called the police, and the meth head wasn't too happy. Okay, we'll say that. But yeah, I don't know. These meth heads, they just keep coming back. So, uh, but then I don't know if it's yeah, it's hard to say. Well, Travis actually did catch him smoking meth, but I mean, half of them are fentanyl addicts or heroin addicts, and the other ones are meth heads. I don't know. But hey, they like camping. If they didn't like camping, they wouldn't be living on the street, right? Okay. Then camping, did I go solo or with the girlfriend? Yeah, the girlfriend and I went camping, so that was cool. All right. So apparently the Google photo search says that this guy here is the Fireblaze electric lighter. Okay. Yeah, like my neighbor, he bought it. He said I'm going to Google that right now, Rich. Yeah, so my neighbor said he bought it just because he fell for the advertising on YouTube. They just kept showing it to him, and he bought it. Fireblaze. What's that called? Fireblaze electric lighter. I don't know how electric that is, but that does sound about right. Oh, here we go. Blaze flame lighters, Fireblaze. Okay, Amazon. Oh yeah, there we go. Fireblaze lighter, Fireblaze electric lighter, powerful adjustable flame, dual arc torch lighter, waterproof and stuff, etc., etc. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, the Fireblaze. I actually recommend it. So it might be a little pricey, but yeah. All right, good catch there, Wrench. Oh, yeah. I said cooler. So Wrench's detective skills are detecting car camping in a campground, not a park. Yeah. So yeah. So Wheatley Provincial Park is they have some electrical sites, some non-electrical sites. Yeah, I got all my stuff. I just threw it in the car and off. We went car camping there. So yeah, what else we got here? Daniel's got some great ideas for Travis for automated pepper spray filled paintball cannons. I don't know, man. The meth head might like getting high off of that or something. All first world problems didn't have to shoot rabbits. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's the one thing about going camping too, is that you kind of notice that when your life becomes a little bit more complicated just for doing anything. And then when you come back home, you're like, man, I got it so good. like you really appreciate, like, wow, I can take a shower right there. I can, you know, I don't have to, I don't know. Hey, my fridge is right there. Everything's cold. I turn on a tap right here. Boom, I got water. So you kind of going camping. Is I guess kind of half of it, half of the fun there is coming back and then appreciating what you have. So yep. Oh, and then Jackie was saying bring a giant tarp for rain emergency. They were forecasting like absolutely no rain. We got nothing, not even any drizzle at night. Normally I do bring a bit of a tarp, enough to at least put over a picnic table or something like that. Yep. Oh, hey, Shecky found a meth head in his truck. He went away peacefully. Oh, what else? We got an update here. Oh, they did find fent on him also. Okay. Yeah, it's just like these druggies, man. It's just like I kind of have this like I I don't know because like the problem's been getting worse in every single community in North America. Probably in Europe too. I think it's just like there's just all these people living on the street that didn't used to before. What is that? Rent, drugs, whatever. But it's kind of like how long? Part of me thinks like how is there like a maximum meth head number you can get? Like, because I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna be starting shooting up drugs and stuff like that. You crazy? But and there's like a lot of people, the majority of people like, are you nuts? I'm not doing that. So that's the majority. But then there's like, I don't know if there's a maximum percentage of people that'll just kind of get into it and then you're addicted and then you're out of luck, man, once you're addicted to it. So yeah. So what is that percentage? 0.5% of the population, 1%? I don't know. Male, female? I don't know. But I'm with Shecky here. I'm on Team Shecky when he says that a clean flushing toilet is a plus. Very grateful. You betcha. On that happy note. Yeah, it's indoor plumbing's only been around really for what 100, well, for tons of people to have indoor plumbing, it's what 100 years old, maybe 120, something like that. Lots of people have like, parents or grandparents that they had the old outhouse, that's the way it goes. Anyways, talking about bowels on the Super Pilotish channel. Okay, there we go. Cool. What's this here? Okay, Daniel's saying something here about Canadians share snowblowers. Why not wood chippers? Not sure what you mean there, Daniel. And usually, yep. And you too have a great weekend there. So, okay. Yeah, sharing. I don't. We don't really share our snow blowers too much. Yeah, not really. It's kind of like you're gonna loan your lawnmower out all the time to somebody, then they wreck it, and then your friendship or your neighbor status is a little different. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so that's about it. It is Friday. Okay, and I'm not going camping on Monday. So that means I'll be here Monday because I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern. And like Daniel says here, have a great weekend. And that's about it. I'm not sure if I want to order pizza tonight. I've already been eating bacon burgers and stuff, but we'll see. It is the weekend. Okay, so you guys have a great one. Thank you for watching. Bye.